Hey guys, good morning. It's Ria here. Just hopping on for a quick Power of Three message. I say quick, but there's usually nothing quick about them. All right, guys. So I'm not sure what Spirit wants to bring through today, but I thought I would just pull a card and do a paragraph. I haven't done that for a while, so we'll start with the cross breath. I'll just get right into it and see what comes forth, guys. And as you guys all know, or most of you, this is the cross breath. This is symbolic representation of our spiritual self coming into the physical being. And as we breathe in, we connect to our heart center. We connect to our spirit. We connect to our inner guidance. We connect to our God self. And what we bring focus to expands, grows, illuminates. So as we breathe in, we're going to bring focus to the heart, hold it. And as we hold it, all that energy moves, culminates. And then when we breathe out, it releases to be manifest in our physical world. Good morning, Melissa. Thank you for joining, hon. If you guys don't mind out, any of you guys watching, just share out. I would appreciate it. It's just a quick Power of Three message. So we'll start in. What we're doing is we're going to drop from the heart, from the head, and we're just going to drop to our center, the center of who we are. It's where we are grounded. It is that portal that connects us to all aspects of ourselves in all time. It activates the breath in, activates all that we are. And as we bring focus to that activation, then we release the truth of who we are to be revealed in our physical reality. So we'll take a nice deep breath in, guys. Drop to the heart, hold it. Feel all of your energy vibrating. Feel that sun within becoming brighter and bigger and illuminating and expanding. Not just here, but all time, all aspects of you, all dimensions, all timelines. And then exhale. Try to push that last little breath out like that, kind of like push that out. And what it does is it just releases and brings to the surface any unresolved energies, any energies that need releasing within you, energies that need to just be released, brought to the surface, acknowledged, and let go of. The key, guys, the key is for allowance, to allow all to come forth, just to bring into your awareness. There is no right or wrong of what you're bringing forth energetically. It's just about allowing and acknowledging and allowing it to flow through you. All right. So now that we're connected, and when we're connected to our center, and when we're grounded in who we are, which is the same as going outside and being grounded to Mother Earth, when we're grounded in that, then we're able to come from a more receptive state of mind, receptive state of heart, receptive state of being, guys. So it's really, really important to come to the cross breath. It brings you to the total, complete awareness of the now, for it is in the now that all is created. There is no past or future. There's only the now. And in that now, and when you choose to connect to your frequency of your true self, then that will be the creator point. That will be the creator source. That will be the energy in which all creation stems, guys. Hey, good morning, Kelly Joe. Thank you for joining. Please share out, guys, if you haven't shared out. I'm just doing a message for now. I'm not going to be doing individual readings. I just wanted to get a quick message in before I go out and connect to Mother Earth, Gaia, go for my little run. I become that portal. I become a portal when I'm in that state. So we'll just see what the human perspective experience has to say about that, or what Spirit wants to bring forth today. And then I'll do a guy's guidance. Not sure what the message is. Right now, I'm just receiving, bringing it to the breath, coming to the now. All of our power is in the now, guys. It's not in the past. It's not in the future. Our power is in the now, because we always, always have power over our state of being, which is based on our thoughts, based on what we choose to focus our energy on. And when we choose to focus our energy on our breath and bring it within and connect to our heart, you are choosing to connect to your highest frequency, which will yield the highest frequency results, guys. Oh, thank you, Deirdre. Good morning, beautiful Joey. Boop. All right, this is what we got. I haven't read a paragraph from my book for a little while, so this will be fun. Will be interesting to see what comes forth and what Spirit has to say. And it's always about bringing us to alignment to our heart, guys. It's always about bringing us connection to our heart, because that is where our true energy, our true energetic stamp, our true divine frequency resides. And that's where we'll receive the highest guidance. The outside world can help us and point us to direction, and we can feel it out to feel resonance. So a lot of times we might look for guidance from the outside world. That guidance is always a reflection that of something we need to be brought to our awareness to align us to our heart energy. Because life is always working for us. The ultimate purpose, destiny, goal of God is just to connect us to the truth of who we are, to allow our natural state to flow through. But we chose as humans to have certain experiences, a focal point of that energy that brings us back to who we are. All right, on with the paragraph. So it says, one of the reasons God has such a good sense of humor is the fact that, quote unquote, he is not three-dimensional, nor are we, guys. God is not linear. God is not logical. God transcends all of that. The sense of humor actually seems from within human ideas of how things in life that we want should transpire. So what it's saying is the sense of humor comes from our logical point of view, and it seems like God has a sense of humor because we might have one thing in our mind, but then God, our higher self, has a completely different plan, and we might think something is supposed to mean something, but then it's almost like when we find the reality or how things transpire, it seems like a joke because it's just off kilter. It's just funny. It's just funny. All the energies, when we bring them all together, God is to have a sense of humor. Sense of humor is light energy. It's a light frequency. It's fun. To the human mind, it seems funny. When we try to fit our own agendas into our limited human ideas instead of God's unlimited and expansive ways of achieving, it really is quite funny. We're the ones making God laugh. He must look at us and say, why do they limit themselves so? Why do they put their power in a container and refuse to use it? It is the same as us watching a baby trying to achieve something simple and laughing amusingly but lovingly with him as he tries to learn. Like when we watch a baby trying to do something in all their little ways, it is amusing. It brings a smile to our face. We see the beauty in it. We see the innocence in it. And that's how our higher self sees us, how our God self sees us, because we did come in here with a limited perception. And as we try to figure something out, knowing that knowledge is all within us, but we have that illusionary veil, it is kind of humorous. It is kind of funny. As we watch the baby, we are always there looking out for him, giving him space to grow, and picking him up when he needs it. This is a mere reflection of the relationship our higher godly self has with us. We are presented situations in order to grow in our awareness and our true power. We are always given the perfect assistance we need. So this paragraph essentially is saying, I believe, that we go through things as a human with our limited perception in order to grow and connect to that greater consciousness within. We came to have the physical experience of it. In spirit, we're already connected. We're already all merged. We're already all that. But we wanted to have that physical experience. And in that physical experience, we're always connected. This is always within us. We always are God source energy. But that God source energy, that higher perspective, allows us the space for that creation. It allows us the space for that experience. And yeah, we're guided and we're helped when we access our higher self, when we're open to receive. But some things we really chose kind of blindedly in order to have that experience. And it's all beautiful. It's all a gift. Oh, how do you get a book like that? Okay, guys, so Temple of the Sun, if you go under About, I'm answering Abuelita's question. This is a book that I wrote, let's see here, Tusana's 13, so maybe 12 years ago, 11 years ago, probably 11 years ago. And it's to do with my journey of expansion and breaking free from limiting beliefs. It's called Losing My Religion, Breaking Down the Walls to Release What's Inside. And basically, it's breaking down the walls of limitations, limited perceptions, containers, just like that paragraph said, in order to to allow the truth, to allow our innate nature to flow through. So it's not just about religion, it's about Religion meaning anything that we thought was concrete beliefs, but those beliefs limiting us from our truer expansion and connection and illumination of self, preventing us from being and living in the true freedom that we are, basically. And it takes it down to real life experiences, and it's really beautiful. So yeah, so you can, Amazon, okay? Just look in Losing My Religion, Ria. You can get it on Kindle for like a few bucks, or you can get a hard copy. But yeah, Amazon, you can get it. So go to Amazon, Losing My Religion, Ria, and you can get a copy or a Kindle or electronic version of that. So thank you for asking that, Abuelita. The link on my Temple of the Sun page will take you to that link. Love the way you pull from source. Oh, Melissa, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. That is my ultimate goal. That is my ultimate goal, to be like this, free-flowing. Just free-flowing as much as I can. All right. Gaia's guidance. And these cards too, guys. I created these cards and all these messages with Spirit, Gaia. And you can also, on the About, under Ria Barna, you can find a link to make my playing cards. That's where I develop them on a website, but you can I can also sell them there. So you can also buy these cards for yourself. There's 100 cards. Out of 100 of them, 98 of them are probably organic in nature. A couple other ones are just beautiful little hearts that I saw that I couldn't resist putting in my deck. And I've got you're welcome, Abuelita, so many more hearts and messages since then. So I really should maybe think about developing another deck. And they're oracles. They're just messages from Spirit. You can just pull a card and say, hey, what do I need to hear for today? That's what I'm doing with you guys right now. This one popped right out. It's a little seaweed on the beach. It's got a little open spot, but I like the way it's got like a little smile, a little smirk. It almost is relating to the paragraph in the book saying God has a sense of humor, because it's almost like showing that smirk. It's showing that openness. It's showing that we need to open up to the truth of who we are through our limited perception of how something works. In God's eyes and our higher self eyes, it looks funny. It looks funny because it's so limited. It can make you laugh because it kind of seems funny. It's like you have in your house this big room full of gold and treasure, but you think you don't know how much money you have because you never opened that door up. And it's kind of funny to the outsider, the higher perspective looking in and saying, oh my God, just open that door. You've got all the money, all the funds, all the abundance you need if you just open that door. And it's like us, oh my God, this is what's coming to me. It's us opening the door. Look at the opening, guys. If we just open that door to our heart, then we allow all that we are to flow. We have access to all of that. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. I've never interpreted the card like this. So I absolutely love the way everything ties in without any preconceived ideas. And that's the best way, to just go with that flow. And when you're in that moment, that's what comes to you. You're guided intuitively what to say, what to do. And when you're connected to your heart, that's the highest frequency. And you will be guided to what to say, what to do, what path to take intuitively from the highest frequency, producing the highest frequency results. So this card is just smiling. You see the little nose, you see one eye, it even looks like a little wink there. And sometimes we feel like we've been run over in these tread marks in the sand going over the heart. It's almost representative of the way we think that life, that sometimes we feel like life is out to get us, or sometimes we feel like a victim, or sometimes we think life isn't working for us, but it really is working for us. And the little heart is winking because it's saying it's working for you. Just be open to receiving the gift that it has to offer. There's the little nose, there's the little lips, there's the little grounding your heart energy to earth, to your experience. And then you can release. Most of that tread mark is off the heart. So saying you can release as you open up to the truth of who you are, you can release, and this is almost like the mind thoughts. You can release those limited thoughts. You can release those limited perceptions. You can release the religion. You can release that and be open to the flow of your innate nature. Oh my God, this is exhilarating. I love it, Melissa. I love it. I know. It's so exciting when truth flows. It's so exciting. And it lives, and it literally raises your frequency, and your whole body will vibrate at a higher frequency. Like, and it's so beautiful. And everything that I share or teach or whatever, it is a personal experience. All of us are personal vessels of the experience. We're all conduits, vessels, channels, portals of that God energy to work its energy through and take every denser energy in the human life to that higher perspective. And that's what it's telling you today. We're so funny. Open up your door. Which brings me to the Gold Room. I did start creating it this morning. The Gold Room is going to be a private membership where you pay a small fee, $22 a month, and you'll get more readings, more access, kind of like the Temple of the Sun, but the expansion packet Temple of the Sun. And it's all about opening your treasure chest and illuminating that love and that light that you already are. Nothing needs to change. You just need to allow it. So that will be coming. And I'll be doing more on that page as opposed to Temple. I'll still be doing stuff at the Temple. All right, so what it actually says, in Temple of the Sun, guys, Temple of the Sun just means honoring who you are and allowing that to flow. It's not like a religion. It's not like just a room. Entering the temple of you, your sacredness, your heart, your soul, that is your temple. That is your treasure. That is where all abundance and highest frequency and guidance, creation come forth. All right, so I'll get to the actual meaning. It says heart truth. And it says, if it is in your heart, then it is in your power. For all true power comes from the heart, guys. Really simple, really basic, because all true power comes from God, quote unquote God. We're all fractals. We're all rays of light. We're all part of that whole God source energy. We have all the power in our heart. And if it's placed in your heart, this is a challenge sometimes, is trusting what is in your heart. So that can be challenging. All power comes from the heart. If it's truly flowing from the heart, it's in your power because it's in truth, in alignment to who you are. I feel somebody really needed to hear that this morning, so I'm getting the goosebumps. So if it's in your heart, that is the truth of who you are, and you can trust in that, guys. And that is a challenge as a human with our limited perception, and we've been operating more from the mind, and we want to figure out things logical. But that is that is limiting. It's perfect when the mind and the heart come together in that perfect alignment, then it's balanced. Go with the heart. Let the mind help navigate you through the human experience, but operate from the heart. That is where your true power lies, guys. And boy, it is easy. It is easy to get disconnected because we've been operating from 3D. We've been operating from a world created from the mind. And like I always say, 2020 is that new platform. It is that place of operating from the heart, creating from the heart, guys, and to trust in that. And it's scary as hell, okay? It's scary as hell when you've been operating from here and when you got to let go of all that you've been taught or would have known in the past. So very beautiful, guys. Let me just see. Tamara, thank you for joining. Please share this message out, guys, if you haven't. Amazing insight. Melissa, you are such a light. All of you guys are so, I just am so honored to have you guys as light on my lives, because what it does is as you're thinking and as you're commenting, you're literally infusing this live with your truth, with your light. And what it does, it expands all our light. It brings me into a higher expansion too, because you've infused it. Where two or more are gathered, that energy expands, and we're all focused on expanding the truth of who we are and living in freedom, living in liberation. So when we come together, it does expand all our energy, because we ultimately are all connected through love and light. What we do to one, we do to the other. As you honor yourself, you help others to honor themselves. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining. I'm just so happy you're here. You guys are so awesome. Thank you, Kelly Jo. Thank you, Abulita. Thank you, Joey. I think I already said Joey before. Thank you so much, everybody. Maybe I'll come on later to do some private readings or whatever. And just so you guys know, you can always go to the Temple of the Sun, request Power of 3 readings. I keep saying I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do Power of 3s, mini Power of 3s, like for a low amount of, a lower cost for a mini reading when I do these lives, but I haven't done, I don't get the let out. I'm going through a lot of changes and shifts to myself, guys. So coming into this new year, there's been a lot of navigating down different paths and releasing and expanding. And so there's a lot of energies that we're working with, integrating, releasing, and, just all right, guys. Thank you for joining, and have an awesome day. And may you all shine with the entirety of all the light that you are.